This is a story that came out May 11th, 2018, and it absolutely sickened me when I saw this story. This it just shows you the level of cowardice that these people have. They have that dog pack mentality because they're in fear of dealing with you one on one, unless there's some kind of disadvantage for you and an advantage for them. Otherwise, they're a bunch of cowards. Grandmother, who was forcefully removed from her car during a traffic stop, feared for her life. I'm sure she did. Everything that happened in this entire incident was uncalled for. Now, I am familiar with Alpharetta, Georgia. I have a very close friend that lives down there. And she actually used to live here in New Jersey, but she took a job in Georgia and she decided to relocate to Alpharetta. Now, she says the area is very nice down there, but the cops are assholes. What's new? It seems to be that way all over. Georgia police officer accused of brutality against an elderly Black woman. Driver has quit after he was suspended, according to a new report. Alpharetta police officer James Legg was under investigation over the May 4th traffic stop that ended with him forcefully removing the 65-year-old grandmother from her SUV after she asked to speak to a supervisor, the Atlanta Journal-Constitution reported Friday afternoon. The offense of driving while Black recently took a turn for the worse when a 65-year-old grandmother accused of failure to maintain lane became the victim of police brutality during what should have been a routine traffic stop in Georgia. Rose Campbell, who disagreed with the reason why she was pulled over on May 4th, wouldn't open her car door to sign the ticket she was issued because she said it would incriminate her for doing something she was innocent of. When she was ordered to get out of the car, she also refused. I don't blame her. She's afraid. She's an old woman by herself. And everybody knows the reputation of American police. You got a bad reputation to everybody all over this globe. That's when Alpharetta police officer James Legg decided to take matters into his own hands, literally by opening the door and forcibly trying to remove her from her SUV. All I felt was his whole body all over me, and I could feel the weight over me. Grabbing at my belt, Campbell told local WSB TV reporter Mike Petchenik. She said again, so she refused. So, he just snatched her out. I don't believe refusing to sign a ticket should warrant anybody getting snatched out of a car. Okay, that's overboard and you know it. Okay, so when she refused to get out of the car, Legg told her she was being arrested for disorderly conduct. The only one that's acting disorderly is the cop, and called for backup for an elderly woman who was not being combative. So he needed backup for an elderly woman. He needed to quit. Who the hell needs a cop on the force that can't handle one elderly woman? Eerie, reminiscent of Sandra Bland's arrest. The entire episode captured on Dashcam video, which showed Legg yelling curses in the face of Campbell, who at that point was screaming out of apparent fear for her life. "Hey, you're not in charge," Legg yelled in response to Campbell's demand to see a supervisor. "Shut the F up and get out of the car." Just from the way he's talking to her, you can tell this ain't no old white woman, because he wouldn't have spoke to her like that. There were at least 3 officers manhandling Campbell and trying to subdue the woman, who again is 65 years old, 65-year-old grandmother. Am I in a movie? Is this a movie? I couldn't believe it. It was surreal. I didn't expect that in America, Campbell said. Well, I pretty much do. I was scared. I felt like I was ganged up on, and she was. A bunch of big burly cops over one damn elderly woman. They all need to be fired as far as I'm concerned. Every last one of them. Legg has since been suspended for his actions, which do not represent who we are as an. Y'all all say that bullshit after something is done wrong by one of these cops. I don't even want to hear that statement anymore from any more police departments. I don't want to hear it. They say the same damn thing after every incident they get caught in. Oh, this don't represent it. Yes, it does. You hired him. You kept him on your police force. He does represent you. Yes, he does. Campbell's violent encounter with police came on the heels of multiple recent incidents of racial profiling that had led to questionable confrontations of Black people for doing what non-Black people typically don't get bothered for doing. Those offenses include, but certainly not limited to, sitting in Starbucks without buying anything while waiting for acquaintances, asking for plastic utensils at the Waffle House, a student napping in a common area in a building on a college campus, and just being in a shopping center parking lot. Now, sadly, we can add driving while elderly to the growing list of things police don't like Black people doing. Ladies and gentlemen, this is just, again, showing the level of incompetency that is on many of these jobs in America. But see, these folks can keep their job. They can go there every day and do a mediocre to poor job every single day and keep their position too. The only reason why he lost his position is because he got caught. You can best believe this cop has done this to numerous people. Okay? He got caught on tape. They suspended him. He just left. And the thing is, he'll just go to another police force in a different county and get hired. That's all these guys do. In my opinion, when you abuse or kill a citizen that has not done anything wrong to you, didn't put your life on the line, they were not armed, and you kill or harm that citizen, you should be eligible to be a cop anywhere in this country. That should bar you from being a cop, but not in America. America, you can kill someone and just go to a different police force and get a higher position like Betty Shelby. Or you can get fired and retire because, you bag a big cash cow for killing Black people. They'll load your pockets for that in America. Or you can just simply quietly lay low for a while and crop up again in the same police department, like Danny Pantaleo after he killed Eric Gardner. This place is a joke, y'all. And what we are seeing is not policing. This bullshit that they're giving us ain't policing. And then they come to us and say, well, you need police. Yeah, we do need police. We don't need abusive cops. And we don't need cops that kill unarmed citizens. Now, if they're willing to step up and do real police work, then that's fine. But if they're just abusing the public and just being a complete nuisance. No, we don't need that kind of policing. We don't need that kind of policing from anyone. And as far as I'm concerned, you can grab them all up. The way I see it, we can do better with none of them than with them. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification. Also, like the video and share the video. And if you can support my channel, please do. And I will see you on the next video. Peace, family.